the other thing, male to female connector. You can use these things to connect shields, modules, and all the other sort of electronics to the Arduino board. This is just a simple wire. So and you can buy these from different lengths, different colors and stuff. So yeah, that's nice. This is a breadboard. So yeah, so here it is clearly demonstrated how these lines are connected, right? So from here to here, it's not connected. From here to here, we don't have a connection. I mean, this dot and this dot are not connected, but this is connected, right? If you have to supply voltage to here, you can take it from here, 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 and here, not from any of the other points, right? And if you are to supply voltage here, you can take this from here, but not from here. I mean, that makes sense, and I will show you a stripped version of a breadboard that shows the underneath of the breadboard, so you can see there are actual copper strips connecting these little tiny holes from the behind, so that is really easy to understand, right? So there are like different tie points, right? So this is a half breadboard, but we call half breadboard, and this is a full breadboard. So these dots, we call them tie points, right? So this is a really basic component, and sometimes there can be loose connections with breadboard, so you have to be careful with that too. If your circuit is not working and if you are really sure how you have connected everything correctly, there is a good chance to be the breadboard is the culprit or defective. So keep that in mind. Or even the jumper cables, they can be damaged really easily. They are really easy to use, and at the same time they get damaged easily. So it's a good idea to buy a lot of them. Usually you should have a lot of jump cables if you are going into the subject. So this is how you can connect different components in a breadboard, right? Usually I think we have like 830 tie points in a breadboard. And if you see marking on a website, sorry, on a breadboard like this, right? There is a line here. There is a line here. That means this connection is broken from here, right? So that means if you are going to supply voltage here, you can take that out from here, but that does not conduct to here. So there is a break point here. If you want to conduct it here, you have to bridge this thing. So keep that in mind. If your breadboard has a marking, there can be a marking like a small triangle or a small line or a dent that indicates there is a break. That is something really useful to have like two different voltage levels, but that's fine. So this is a push button. We use these things to enter numbers or a digital input to the Arduino. There are 4 pins, and we use 2 pins to trigger maybe supply and connect and disconnect the signal, right? So there are other things you need to know. There are like motor driver chips, sensors, potentiometers, resistors, transistors, MOSFETs, and I can keep on the list going on. But encoders, displays, LCD displays, OLED displays, and there are a lot of other things you have to learn and you have to get familiar with this. But it's really interesting. Everyone has to start from a 0 point, obviously. So don't worry if you don't have even seen one of these things. That's really fine. So this is the coding knowledge you have to know. So this is a comment. As I said before, if you are to put two slashes and then type something behind that, it does not affect the code, right? So this is a line comment. Actually it comments one line, and if you use these marks, it can comment out a section, maybe a paragraph, right? It is used to comment out multiple sections. The comments are essentially for a user or a user. Excuse me for one. So this is about the comments. So this is basically for the user to understand what is happening in that particular section of the code, right? So here we have type delay 1000 and added a comment wait for 1 second. Maybe we can type something different and specify what is that line going to do. So it's really handy to use that, right? So these are data types, and these things are a little bit programming computer science stuff, but not that hard, right? So there are integers. Integers means those are like full numbers, right? Does not have a fractional part, like not like point 0.5, point 0.2. Those are full numbers, and they can be negative or positive. Doesn't matter. Floating is floating points, decimals. So what? I don't remember the exact name. So anyway, those things have a fractional part. So point 0.1, point 0.2, point 0.5, those things. And char means characters. There are strings, double, and there are a lot of data types. You can see them in the references. So you can, yeah, here you can visit these links and learn more about that. So yes, there is a constant keyword that is used to keep a variable in a constant way, so does not get changed by the code inside, and there are variables that can be changed by the code itself. So it's really just use these things. So this is what we call the function, right? A function is like a set of separate instructions you can write somewhere else, not in the loop, not in the setup. You can write this thing somewhere else and just call that function, and it will do the thing. So once we are going into the program, we will understand how it works. So I will do a little bit of demonstration right now. So the program comes down like this, waits for zero point 0.5 seconds, then it sees the blinky function is called. So it goes here, then do these things, then comes back here, waits 0.5 seconds, then it sees the blinky function again, and then goes here again, right? It's now this is really completed. When I draw that thing, it's really complex, but this is fairly easy to understand once we do these practicals. So don't worry about that. So like I said before, it's really easy to design a traffic light system with the Arduino, and with the help of functions, it's really easy to do. So yeah, so these are the things we need you to do. Find out more about Arduino data types. You do not have to understand what you find, right? Just do some research and just get familiar with the words we are going to like talk in the future. You know, once we say upload, you should know what upload means, right? Obviously we are going to tell you, but you have to get familiar with the words and stuff. We say the technical terms. So even if you don't understand a single thing, please do not hesitate to ask us. Join our Telegram group. The Telegram information are posted in our group. Hasan has posted that. So please join our Telegram group and do ask our, if you have any questions, please do ask, and we will maybe post some stuff and maybe pictures and references during the program. So yeah, so right, so these are the things you need to do. Just be familiar with these things, right? Just know if there are any other Arduino boards and know the names, maybe. And we hope that you might maybe email us or submit your work to us. That's not like mandatory, but it's nice to see your feedback. And that is actually the end. So thank you very much for joining us. And let me tell you once more about our company. We are from Thingabits, and we have been in the industry for a long time right now. Curfew and everything, we cannot conduct those live physical classes. But before we used to do workshops and boot camps and everything, even in universities,